Namaste, Lunar Child, and welcome to Soul Horoscope SuperScope Weekly Report. My name is Christopher Witecki. I'm your Sensei to Sirius Joy, here to help you step into your personal, heartfelt enlightenment. And the universe is really grand slamming and investing in the Cancers and Cancer risings right now. May not feel like it right now, but I'm going to show you in this Soul Horoscope exactly where the universe has got your back, literally. Now this is for the Cancers. The Cancer risings are who I call the step twos. I believe there are 11 steps to Sirius Joy. When you're a Cancer or Cancer rising, you are good at step 2, which is in the fundament relating to 2, getting along with that emotional field. And you are superb at emotional field. Now, I got to tell you, looking at most of planet Earth, it doesn't look good, all right? We got so many bad things going on. The one positive thing going on is that the Cancers are quietly healing and moving forward in their strength. And I believe this particular 3 weeks, the next 3 weeks, is where Cancers will change their position on the playing field of power. And because you care about how other people feel, the whole earth benefits, which is one of the great things about you human developer Cancer crabs. A couple Cancers, I think about Cancers. Sir Richard Branson, did you know he's a Cancer? He's a master Cancer, actually, and I'm not surprised. He took care of the Rolling Stones. That did him well. He takes care of you at his home, I guess, his resort island. He takes care of you in the air if you're flying Virgin. So he's an interesting Cancer to watch. Meryl Streep is one of my favorite Cancers. She's an amazing Cancer. I think she can play every woman on Earth, and I think we all love it when she plays the bitchy ones. She's just really good at it. So watch those Cancers, because Jupiter is going to graduate in your sign. This is the first time it's gone through your sign since 2001 to 2002. And so you are once again upgrading your potential. But this year, what makes it different is the Uranus and Aries transit, which is what this is about, career and decision. Really what's happening is you're changing the criteria of your governing policies. The criteria of your governing policies. That leads to a higher direction in life, a different direction in life, and it trickles down to control. The essence is, when you make decisions, what goes into a decision. That essence is what's changing for Cancers. And yes, your feelings always went into it. I know that. But what other parts of you? I believe we have 12 states of awareness. Emotion is only one of them. All right. So what's got a hold of us to make sure we understand this is a Grand Cross right now. And it's going on the whole month. And what it's doing is really holding us or putting life into slow motion. And what this does is force us to make very slow but profound changes in our life. Mars is retrograde too, which kind of takes the steam out of everything and leaves us with only the energy we have to go forward. That said, the Uranus-Mars opposition for Cancers and Cancer risings, on the one hand, is career upgrade. So you are upgrading your career potential. On the other hand, though, you're changing how you feel about home and family. You're changing how you feel about how you feel. So how you feel about how you feel. Right? So your policy of feeling is in direct opposition with changing your policy of governing. And for a Cancer, they are tied, right? You don't, or if they weren't, then that's, shame on you, right? But I'm sure they always were. I mean, how does a Cancer go to work and not care about how they feel, right? But what's different is, were you taking care of your feelings in all of your decision making? And I think that's the key essence of what's different. You must look out for you first, or no one will get to have what benefits Cancers give. Now the other north-south is hitting you much more personally. This is Pluto in Capricorn, which has been forcing you to look at marriage and partnership and your own relationship to yourself differently since 2009. And then Jupiter in Cancer, which is what I was mentioning at the beginning of this SuperScope, is helping you get stronger. And you may feel that life is really hard right now, but I gotta tell you, you're gonna get stronger. You're gonna get big muscles, like in the gym. If you lift heavier rocks, you get stronger. It's one of those ego transits, which is what you're in, comes down to try harder and you get results. That's at least simple, right? But sometimes hard. Here's the thing, I think you'll have a breakthrough. Now this week, what the breakthrough comes down to is a lunar eclipse. And it's a lunar eclipse, which means it involves the moon, which means it involves Cancers and Cancer risings heavily. All right. Now what this will do is cast the Earth's shadow into a sector of consciousness. And that shadow kind of works like a vacuum cleaner. It kind of sucks out all sorts of litter and stuff. And what it forces is a flush. So for the Cancers and Cancer risings, this is a flush in your big visions of home and family. So you might have grown up thinking it would be 2.5 children and a white picket fence and yada, yada, yada. And so that would be maybe blown out now. And maybe you're looking at me going, oh my God, that didn't turn out. I'm a baby boomer and I'm heading for, retirement. Okay, well, you might have thought your retirement would be one thing, and now that's going to get blown out. What that does, letting go of your old home family vision, is it actually frees you to make better decisions in your career direction. And that is the essence of what the eclipse is going to do. The eclipse will hit actually early Tuesday morning, but the way eclipses work is you may see the effects of your eclipse 3 days prior or 3 days after the actual horizon event. And that means that something may collapse in the home family foundation, like a mortgage or something, something that, but what it represents is that it was supporting the old emotional home family vision. It wasn't supporting the new one the universe is clearing space for. And then, of course, this leaves room for the sun to climb. Now, it's step 25, this eclipse, which means, in essence, the universe is forcing our emotions and our thoughts to come together. And so really the thoughts are usually the ones that are kind of crazy that lead to bad emotions. So you likely will have to get your thoughts in order. And for those people who are on the edge, well, a lunar eclipse will surely push you over it. Let me just tell you that. So surely you can't be serious. I am serious. And don't call me Shirley. I love that in the film. So I think he's a Cancer too. I'll have to look that up for next week. I mean the guy who says that, the actor. So the eclipse actually happens on Tuesday, and Tuesday morning, early morning in the United States, like just after midnight. And so you really go to bed on Monday clear on what you're willing to let go of, what you want to clear out of the home family foundation. Then your inner child begins to make changes of direction immediately on Wednesday and Thursday. And then by Friday, it's very hyper aware. You're feeling through your lifestyle. Your health might be affected if you haven't taken care of yourself in this whole transit, by the way, because an eclipse can really smack you down on the health. And this is one where the health will feel the aftermath. So the aftershocks of the eclipse hit Friday, Saturday, and Cancers and Cancer risings will be, I think, vulnerable with their health. And on Saturday, you're basically loving and trusting that your career directions are going in the right direction. You're also at this point committing to a career direction. So I define this week as passionate strength. So you have to be very passionate and strong for yourself. And that's really the essence of it. The Mars retrograde forcing you to find new ways to emotionally support yourself and find what the right way is. Then, of course, we have that clearing out of the big grand vision of Home Family Foundation. And that, of course, leaves freedom for a decision and commitment to where you believe career should go. Now, for those who are 2VQs, which are people who have Venus in Cancer, which means you love like a Cancer, Venus in Cancers are actually changing the fundamental philosophies behind what it is they believe in when it comes to love. And this is, in essence, working with the Mars retrograde. So most of the 2VQs are, in fact, going through a major change in what love is anyways due to the Saturn energy. However, the 2VQs, particularly right now, in the next month, I believe will be stepping into a new philosophy. So the example I always give with clients is, if you believe that nice guys always finish last or nice guys don't get to meet the nice girls, then that sort of belief is a self-limiting belief. And so your love life changes by letting go of those self-limiting beliefs, having compassion, and then Love Fest Day, which happens in belief structure for you, will be a big blast of, okay, here's what I do believe in. And then, of course, belief is what we can get our heart behind. So you're really talking about trying to align what you want in love, what you believe in love, and what your heart really tells you, in essence. So what can I tell you? Come on down and get a Megascope Monthly. I will guide you deeply on each of the days of the week. It's much deeper than these weeklies. I just don't have the time for the weeklies, unfortunately, to get into all this. But you can come on down. You'll learn about your lunar eclipse. I do some backstory on the lunar eclipse. This is well worth buying. It's $13.95, and it's available at soulmart.me. I also do real-time life coaching for women. Come to gavenus.com. I text people 5 times a day on their cell phone and help them through the day. And if you're on YouTube, please subscribe to our channel. We do appreciate that. If you want to catch us on Facebook, you can navigate to soulguard.me and like our page there and stay in touch with us. Or come to soulmart.me, get on our mailing list. I will email you your horoscopes each week, and I'll email you a zodiac weather each day, which is my new pretty thing I do. You'll see. All right, my crabs, that's all I got for this week. I hope you do a great job in listening to your own emotional needs and putting those needs behind the decisions that you make and making that your governing policy, that you'll always feel good first before you do anything else for others. That's what I'm coaching on offline. Until next week, I love you and live love be.